Water polo began its march to world popularity in England in May 1870. It was by a group of aquatic sportsmen who wished to create more interest in spectator water sports. After its exposure in Europe, water polo was introduced in America just before the end of the last century. We became the first foreign country to play this game. Although we were among the first to play the game, through the years we have fallen behind the Europeans. Our athletes have been the leaders in Olympic swimming and diving events for many years. Yet in water polo, we have dropped from 4th place in 1952 to an unranked position in 1964. But our concern is not with the past, but the present, the future. The task to develop a positive program on the national level was given to the U.S. Olympic Water Polo Development Committee. This film was made in conjunction with this committee for the express purpose of furthering the development of water polo in the United States. It will provide schools, clubs, coaches, and players with a needed audiovisual aid to illustrate the basic fundamentals of this sport. The cast includes some of the finest coaches and players in America, including several Olympians. I'm Burt Lancaster. This is U.S. Water Polo. Swimming for water polo differs from competitive swimming. Here is UCLA's coach, Bob Horn, to describe the action.
In water polo, the crawl stroke is used more than any other stroke. Players must keep their head and shoulders high out of the water and look swim. This position causes the legs to sink, and the body position is at a much greater angle to the water surface. It requires the leg to bend more at the knee.
In the dribble, the ball rides the wave in the trough created by the swimmer. The head and shoulders are held high with the back arched to allow the dribbler to see over the ball. This position also discourages the opponents from attempting a steal. The dribbler must be ready to pick up the ball for a pass or a shot anytime. He must always know the positions of teammates and opponents. A player should be able to make various rapid changes in direction. One of the most important methods for doing this is hooking the ball. This technique is usually not emphasized enough. Hooking is a maneuver of off-centering the ball as an evasive tactic against a pressing opponent in order to get clear for a pass or shot. The guard has little chance to anticipate the direction of the hooking. The scoring techniques of the moving players must be adaptable to game situations. Here is former U.S. Olympic coach Euro Sari to describe them.
This is called a straight shot. The body is high out of the water with the arm well clear of the surface. Note the cock position of the arm. The ball is not behind the player, but above his shoulder. The arm fake is most effective when done from 1 to 3 times, depending on the time available. Note the short, quick movements of the arm. Too many fakes permit the goalie to recover from the initial fake.
The basis of good hold play is the ability to get free to shoot or pass. The center forward is most effective when he is not sitting. The hold man who chooses to sit has a difficult time getting positioned, since the guard can cover him like an octopus.
Shots demonstrated here are the swing shot, the rollover. Here the shooter moves away from his opponent and rolls to his back with the ball in his hand and scores. The backhand. the pull shot.
Since water polo is a team sport, group sessions are used to discuss correct team tactics. Here, Coach Monty Nitzkowski explains to the Olympic Development Camp players how to maintain the free man in a fast break.
Here, gentlemen, we have the temporary extra man in a 6-on-5 situation. The key is to locate the man in scoring position before the defense can recover. Note the offensive lineup. They have taken a 3-3 position. Middle outside is penetrating with the ball. As the right outside guard moves to the attack, the ball goes to the free man on that side. He penetrates, and by moving into a better position, draws the guard off, and the pass is returned to the free middle man, who scores. Here now is a similar situation, but handled somewhat differently and against a much stronger defense. The offense is 3-3 in an extra man situation. It takes more passing to develop the right shot. Since the man on the right post is left-handed, he remains an effective scoring threat requiring a switch. The switch is on, forcing the ball back to the open middle man, who scores.
These were some of the fundamentals. They should be known by every coach and mastered by every player in order to achieve a higher standard. Now the torch is passed on to you to be carried forward, perhaps to a gold medal in the 1968 Olympics. We supporters of the American amateur athletic movements wish you the very best. Good luck to all of you.